Constitution of Ghana in sections 34, no, actually, Article 34, 35, and 36 provides the direction of government's economic policy, social policy, and political policy. The social intervention programs like the school feeding is part of the social objectives, but at the same time, it has an interplay with economic objectives. And as you heard from the presentation, there is no arrears due to the social intervention program. And that tells you the priority that the Ministry of Finance provides for the school feeding as a key social intervention program. And the commitment of the Ministry of Finance is by ensuring and deploying as many as 25 personnel at this time of doing budget to be here. And they are from various divisions and directorates to pick the multifaceted nature of the social intervention programs and to articulate it as we move into 2026. Again, when you look into the IMF program, one of the key tenets of it is that the debt sustainability and the fiscal adjustments will have an impact on the poor. In so doing, the Ministry of Finance and government on its entirety is to prioritize selected and key social intervention programs. And that is what has been adhered to, and that has been a cardinal point for the Ministry of Finance over the period, and that is what you see in terms of the outcome that is being broadcasted for today's presentation. The presentation has also invoked many issues from the multidimensional nature of what these interventions are. It's not just providing money for feeding the children, but we'll be moving into the outcome indicators, that what has this 20-year experience with school feeding led into the quality of the school children's appreciation for education, enrollment. Of course, I believe enrollment has gone up, issues related to gender, issues related to the issue that I raised when I give a personal experience in growing up without proper nutrition, what it meant for even stunted growth, etc. It will be good to have all of those to be able to measure on the 20th year anniversary of this program how we have fared so far. And then also going forward, we need to also look into the sustainability of the entire program, not only the feeding itself, but the monitoring, and then being able to give feedback to the policy makers. And this, I believe, will be the trajectory of the Ministry of Finance, especially at this time where we are rationalizing expenditure and we are removing obsolete policies or redirecting policy directions for the most efficient and effective way of beneficiaries to our people at all times. And that will be the direction that I see in the 2026 budget as announced by my boss, the Honorable Minister for Finance. You know that the government had gone through one of the unprecedented debt restructuring on the continent. And when you look at the history behind debt restructuring of this nature, most of the time, if you don't put your fiscal very well, there's a greater chance of repeating itself. So if you notice that was underpinning the Ministry of Finance policy for 2025 with a very aggressive consolidation on expenditure and rationalization. And we are seeing the fruits from that. But the government is extremely committed to ensure that we will still have stability and still have growth. And as you can see, the direction is moving into 2026 and the outlook with regards to ensuring that we can consolidate the fiscal and be sustainable on our social intervention programs as has been defined by the policy direction of government. I also see a direction where the other complementary policies with regards to other economic, like the government's big push at the 24-hour economy, is going to provide greater opportunities for these children who are coming up, also not only just feeding them, but also for them to have economic empowerment in the regions where they went to the school, etc. So these are key directions that Ghana at this stage is taking on over the next medium term.